Um, are we live now? I forgot to go live. I'm sorry. Are we live now? I forgot to go live. I'm sorry. Okay, so back to what we were working on. Hello everybody, Grant here, and welcome to this weekend stream. We're picking up from where we literally last left off 2 weeks ago with the Team Fortress 2 styled Zany Zoo, where it's supposed to be like a control point map, where each team only, what makes it unique is that it's basically if you took something like took an attack defense, wait, hold on a second, Discord notification, yeah, just another one from, some paleontology news, okay. Anyway, so this is the basically how this works is that imagine if this map would basically be the 5-point mirrored control point equivalent to a attack defense map like Steel or Hadel. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Where basically there isn't a entirely specific order in terms of capturing the points. The way it would work specifically in this map is that, of course, red and blue, they start off with just one control point captured on each end. That being the one by their spawn. By their main spawn. However, they can capture the other 3 control points in any order they wish. However, for red to capture blue's final control points, they of course have to capture all 3 of these first. It can be in any specific order, though. And vice versa. So yeah, I mean, it's not perfectly symmetrical because there's this bend here, because I have to create the visitor center and such, but yeah. I got the species list also finalized, so and because I did test it, I tested a few more mods to make sure they wouldn't crash the game upon like animals being opened up and such. I just gotta make sure to stay away from stuff like the Zoopedia for the most part. So yeah, it'll be stuff from the harbor seals to macaws. From harbor seals to macaws to saltwater crocodiles. To even a few mythical creatures like the Yeti, obviously. What, have you not looked at TF2 lore? Anyway. To start off, this is of course supposed to be... one moment, please. And I also have Google Earth out to do some measurements, which is probably why this is in such a... Google Earth's probably taking up a big chunk of the RAM space real quick. I'm just need to do some quick measurements of how big this is. Okay, where is the... Just gotta make this quick, so... Okay, polygon. Let's go with a polygon instead. Rough measurement. Okay, about 44 acres. Like, my biggest influence on this map is like the Ogle Bay Good Zoo in West Virginia, because of its circular, almost oval-like design, where you can sort of circle around it and such very easily. The Smithsonian Zoo in DC is similar, but there's no way I can make the map like a TF2 looking map that as big as like Smithsonian. So yeah. Okay, so now I exit out of Google Earth. That should do the trick. But first, just in case, actually, let me look something up real quick. Again, I do have my references ready. There's just one more thing I need to take a look at. Okay, that was about like 44 acres. How as big is the Smithsonian Zoo again? That's obviously much bigger, right? Yeah, 163 acres. Not sure how big this would measure in terms of acres yet, but I digress. But now let's just get back to this. So, I mainly am thinking about starting off here. Like, I want to try and make at least part of it like a big river side or lake area for pyro sharks to just have a blast in. There are probably a few areas of the map like that, but I think this would be one of the first. I think one of the first ones would be, like, again, I want this one to be outdoor setting, and that one to be outdoor setting too. This will be an indoor setting, like a tropical rainforest house or something. So by that logic, I would need to probably, I think it's best to start here then. But because I already have, like, I cleverly edited, like, the keeper huts and animal trading centers in. However, there's one other problem, is that, like, I originally only put this one spawn door here, but then that would be just an easy target for, like, spam. Or for, like, the enemy team when they're about to cap the final control point or something. Just set up a level 3 sentry there and you're all good to go. Then that'd be not very fair, so I instead have an idea. So I'm just going to add in one more spawn door. I'm just going to go, just move it here. Oh, nope, no. Alright. Alright, angle snap. Yep, please. Okay. No, nope. Damn it. Gotta try that again. I'm thinking about adding an extra door, probably here. Granted, it's going to make an awkward viewing experience for the people inside. Like, this is like the keeper hut, I believe. So, like, people are just going to go in here, and they're going to be like, wait, there's a spawn door? Real, like, I can imagine the keepers coming in to be like, keeping like, stop yelling! Need a dispenser here! Need a dispenser here! Need a dispenser here! Need a dispenser here! Go out and talk to your damn engineer! And give him more respect! Don't just leave him to defend the final control points all willy-nilly all by himself, or just single control. You get the picture. So I'm thinking maybe one spawn door here as well. Let's just lower that right there. Doesn't look great, but it should do the job. And to add on to that, I'll just, there we go. I'll need to add one to the other side as well, but first, let's go to paths, staff paths. Actually, I'm pretty sure Marasmus would just give them free reign to be here and such. Yeah, that'll work. Now let's go to the other side of the place. I know I have a lot more room to work with out here. I might expand it outwards if, like, there's not enough room fully, but that would be, again, I already have the basic layout out. Like, I'm thinking, like, maybe I would have, like, animals of Africa and, like, the quaggas and giraffes, like, be here, and in case if I need to spread it out, I can go beyond the boundary slightly. But yeah. For now. There we go. There, now they have two ways to go out, and that way they won't be completely spawn camped. Hello, Mr. Wanapong. You didn't miss much last week. I just started a playthrough of Infamous 2, and we're back here now with Marasmus's Zany Zoo, as I now like to call it. Similar naming convention to, like, Freaky Fair from last year's Scream Fortress. And I loved Freaky Fair. That was a blast. Bring it back! Anyway, if they bring back Freaky Fair this year, or making more maps similar to that, you bet your asses I'm going to be doing a stream of that in October. Like, first stream of October, Freaky Fair and similar maps. Hallelujah! But yeah. I'm just going to take a page out of... Okay. Yeah, so, like, the main building, and like, the main indoor exhibit, it's similar to, like, the Ogle Bay Good Zoo, according to their most recent map here. I'm trying to go for something similar to, like, their main building is, like, has all their indoor exhibits in one, or something like that. So, yeah. Yeah, but again, this is going to be a main indoor. I'm thinking calling about like a tropical rainforest house or something. Yeah, they're like 2 openings and exits. Like, this will be the main indoor area. I don't want all 3 of these neutral control points, I'd like to call them, to be indoor, because that just sounds like a nightmare for, like, just sentry and sticky bomb spamming. So, yeah, let me just take a look here at what we got in terms of the... Yeah, like, I made sure to, like, make... Each ammo in this zoo is going to have some kind of connection to TF2, like I said before, whether it's a cosmetic, an appearance in a comic, or so on. I decided not to choose every single one. Like, I decided to pass on the opportunity to include stuff like chimpanzee or, like, gorilla or lion, because I already have, like, a big ape with the yeti, and 2 big cats in this with, spoiler alert, the tiger and the leopard. Both of which are referenced to war paints and such. Even though I myself am not really a fan of the whole war paints thing, I never partook in that, never did before. Maybe in October I'll do that as, like, something for a streamer. You get the idea. But, yeah. For now, though, we are going to start off here, and it's going to be the Tropical Rainforest building. Firstly, we need to get the... I think we'll first start off with the exhibit animals. Or actually, let's see here. Again, I want to use something as a size for reference, so let's go to statues, centerpieces. Statues, there we go. Like, this is about, like, some of these are more realistically sized to an extent, like this, I think this polar bear one, I think. But yeah, like we also have these prop ones, like doves and such, or hornbills. The bald eagle is definitely going to be in this, obviously. Just look how many soldier cosmetics they have with that. But yeah, so like... Okay, some of these might be a bit oversized, but I think what we have here is still pretty good. So we're going to start off with probably some of the exhibit creatures, like the boom slaying snake, and another one's the western diamondback rattlesnake, which I will admit is a bit of a stretch, but there is a map in TF2 called Snakewater, and much of TF2's maps are set in New Mexico, you know, the Badlands of New Mexico, so I feel like that's close enough. That and the western diamondback rattlesnake is part of Plant Zoo Vanilla, and the mods can take up a surprisingly large amount of space. I still got plenty of space left on my hard drive, but I just want to play it a little safe in those areas, at least. But, yeah. So, with that out of the way, moving on. The quagga, yeah, I know, we're including some extinct animals in this that are recently extinct, like the quagga and the dodo. But for now, we are going to start off, I believe, like this is a tropical rainforest house, so, looking at the creatures we got, there's the, not koala. I got koala, red kangaroo, and redneck wallaby all saved for like an Australia area. For now, I think we'll start off with the Egyptian fruit bat. I'm pretty sure Egyptian fruit bat, because that's a reference to the guano cosmetic. It's just like literally a bat. So I just want to make sure. Okay, will that fit in this or not? Nah, they're found in parts of tropical Africa. That's close enough. Okay, yeah, we'll start off with that. That's actually part of our walkthrough, so I'm thinking we'll start off by, let's see here, go to facilities, ammo exhibits, walkthrough exhibits. Okay, damn it, I don't need to get my damn Windows taskbar out. So let's go to here. Okay, let's just place it like that. Okay, let's just size that up real quick. Okay. And now, actually, would this make it easy, like an easy place for sniper spam or NG spam? Probably not. Okay, yeah, so let's go to paths here, and go line the grid, and now let's just get rid of these 3. Let's see how good that looks. Okay, let's just get rid of a few more paths. Okay, let's now see here. Walk through exhibits. Okay, alright, let's just go with that. Can we try that, or... Nope. Obstructed. How's it obstructed? I'm connecting... Oh, oops. You've got to be shitting me. Okay. Hold on, let's go to, like, the gameplay settings. Economy setting, power everything, yeah. Is there... What happened to the economy settings of, hey, don't let paths interfere with buildings, like it did back in the good old days of Zoo Tycoon 2? Ugh. Like, I could... Okay, so I can place it there and that's okay. But not here, even though the... all connects. Alright. How about now? As frustrating as this is beginning to starting to become. Alright, there we go. Now, let's just go to the paths here, and now... Rustic path, no. Hexagon stone... Ah! Monochrome tile. There we go. Okay. I could work around this still. Not gonna be very fun, but I could still work around this issue. So this is where the Egyptian fruit bats are gonna go. So let's go to Animal Market. Don't know why that always resets that terrapin, but yeah. Egyptian fruit bats. Erasmus takes in pets that were once... Yeah, let's go with 1, 2, 3. Erasmus takes in pets that were custom seizures and rescues, and so on. Erasmus participates in breeding programs, ethically of course, to not make animal rights activists angry. Erasmus, I already have to deal with the Japanese and Russian mafias. Okay, so now... Originally I was thinking for something like a tunnel system, but... Like a tunnel type enclosure, but I think I can make that work with this. So... Let's just go to here, and now... Select all, and then send them right there. Alright, let's start off with this, and... Nectar feeder, more dish. Purge box, of course. Erasmus is getting everything! But he has to charge rather high ticket prices and flat out gouge prices at the gift shop. Because he doesn't want to, because he needs to make a profit on all this. And still meet AZA requirements in order to not make animal rights activists angry. Nor the mafia. Anyway. Rock, grass, soil. I'll go with some soil here. Again, I can still make this work, even if it's going to be a little tricky. Also, let's add in some plants. Let's see, go to filters, continent, content pack, no, continent, North America, biome, tropical, deserts. There we go. Let's see if we get right here. Joshua tree, that's actually kind of big enough, but let's go for something a bit smaller. Too big. Good enough. Also, if the mercs try to kill any of the animals in the zoo, like in the lore, these animals will be fitted with little Uber charge chips, so the animals don't have to worry about that. It's too hot. Let's just cool it down a little bit. Wire mesh. Walls. Wire mesh. Wire mesh. Wire mesh. Yeah, no, we need glass? Erasmus wants to give them all some privacy. Solid. None. No. Actually, this could actually work. If I just... Yeah, I just need to make... I could just have this whole thing be... I could just build it around that. Yeah, that could actually work. Yeah, I can make that work. So let's go to none. Wall 3. Wall 3. Solid. No, that needs to be solid. And... yeah, so, well, nothing. Door. None. Yeah, let's go with that. Door 2. That has to be none, because it needs to be for a door. No, none. And now, what's the other one? Wire mesh, that needs to be solid. Yeah. Or actually, I could just go with none there, too. Yeah. I could actually go with none of all these. I could just leave that to the building process. Yeah, I can make that work, too. Yeah. Not bad. Oh, also. Actually, yeah. You're not. Okay, yeah, there we go. And, hold on, let me just refresh the page. Alright, so now... okay, you know what? Honestly, just to take some strain off of my laptop's hard drive, I'm just going to shift this to... I'm just going to shift this to watching it from mobile. The stream, that is. Let's just lower that all the way down. Okay. There we go. That's better. Now we should be in better shape for that. Okay. Yeah, I could make that. I could make this work. I'll just need to add plants around here to better sell the illusion. Let's see here. Something small, like gardening shrubs, or that some of these flowers will work. And some of these. And a large one too. Okay, that should do the trick. Yeah, that definitely sells the illusion a lot better. So now... Alright, let's just go to edit group edit mode. Hold on a second. Let's see what we got here. So, again, I do have planes from aviary, so we don't have to worry about that. Or maybe, should I save that for the... Hold on, let me look up the National Aviary in Pittsburgh real quick. Okay, I might actually have the aviary be over this control point, actually. Just so, like, in a way that allows it to, like, be much more widely opened than this more confined control point. But anywho. Let's just see what we got here. Okay, so we can't actually do that. At least not from my check, so... Again, I want this to be shaped like one of the mercenaries' buildings, so let's go to concrete. Okay, let's see here. Okay. On second thought, we should probably provide the rest of the enclosures layouts first before we even do the exterior. Yeah, that's a little better. So I'm thinking here we go to a path. We go into this path here. Let's remove one each here, and now go to facilities, exhibits. Okay, these are actually a lot bigger than I expected. I made these a lot bigger than I expected, yeah. Let's just try and... Oh, come on, and... There! Exit there. Now let's go to here. Let's try it right... There! There we go. Now, what I could probably do is just get some plants and such to fill up that area. Yeah, I can make that work. Okay, so here will be the boom sling. Boom sling. I swear to God, if this game crashes, I'm gonna buy this boom sling. If you crash... Okay, not so bad so far. And a female. Now let's go to Green Anaconda. Get one of those. Okay. Okay, so we're also going to need Western Diamondback rattlesnakes, Mexican red-kneed tarantulas, red-eyed tree frogs. In that case, that might actually not be the best idea to place it that way. But maybe more also like along a line. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, okay, so that's just, but that makes only for 5 rather than 6 exhibit animals there, in terms of usual exhibit types. Maybe I could bend the rules there? Let's go to exhibit trading. Oh yeah, the American Bullfrog. I also have plans for American Bullfrog too. That'll bring it up to, that'll bring it up to 6. Although, like, again, although in this case, although, like, American Bullfrog isn't really a tropical rainforest animal, nor is the Western Diamondback rattlesnake. Erasmus has to bend some rules. Okay, one right here. Oh, not having any glitches today. Nope. Gotta make sure. One thing whenever we get a Plant Zoo 2, one thing it has to fix are these goddamn pathways. These are a pain to work with. Actually, it's probably not realistic for him to be right next to the door entranceway like that. Let's see here. Oh, shit. Yeah, that works a little better. So now... Okay, let's get to putting our... Oh, hello, Jekko. Welcome to the stream. Jake, sorry, I misread your... I'm watching the stream from a mobile device because, simply put, just to save performance energy in my computer because my browser is not very RAM-friendly, so... Okay, so let's go with that. Okay, let's just, Wow. So let's just, maybe place it this way. Jeez, working with these is a pain in the ass. Okay, there we go. Exit. Yeah, doesn't look great, but I could work on that somehow. I could probably put something between these cracks. So yeah, let's try another one. Oh, nope. That's aligned closely enough. Nope. Okay. There we go. Let's just get that right in. There we go. That'll do. Alright, this doesn't look great, but I could probably put some garden beds here, and that should make it look a little better. Time to make an ugly face a little prettier! That fits so well, I don't know why. But yeah, so now let's just go to here, and go to the exhibit market. Okay, let's also just, so the boom slings. They can go there. The anaconda can go here. Next up is, we also gotta get some tarantulas, Mexican red knee tarantulas. I know, like, I was very hung up as to which tarantula to go for, like a mod one or one of the vanilla ones, because, like, the cosmetic it's referencing, tarantula, is specifically said to be like a black tarantula, but if you use the right paints, it can look like a Mexican red knee, so that's why I went with that. Let's go with that. Let's also go with... Actually, let's get one more tarantula. There we go. Well, let's also, let's not forget our rattlesnakes. Let's get this male here. And finally... American bullfrog, boom slain, Mexican red-knee tarantula, western diamondback rattlesnake, anaconda. I'm missing one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Ah, red-eyed tree frog. That's the one. That's referencing... Okay, for those who are wondering, that is referencing Croaking Hazard, that cosmetic. So let's go to the red-eyed tree frog. Alright, there we go. So let's start with the American bullfrogs. Let's send them to right here. The red-eyed tree frogs can go right here. The tarantulas can go here. And finally, our one rattlesnake can go right here. There we go. That should handle all of our exhibit animals in one fell swoop. And again, the control point will be contested over here. Where's our tarantulas at? Where's our rattlesnake at? That's... huh. Those are bullfrogs. Anaconda is right here. Ooh, that must be an albino one or something. Alright, let's just change things up. That's a little too... that is way too hot. The humidity needs to be a lot higher. For you. A little way too hot. Let's make the humidity a little bit higher. Temperature is way too hot. Oh, 73.84. Okay, that tells us. 50 to 84. Okay? 61. And of course, I get one hiding place and one basking lamp for you. Not yet researched. That sucks. One tropical plant, one leaf litter for you. And a fallen tree for you. Make that 2. For you. Basking lamp. Submerged log. Mangrove root for you. Leaf litter, tropical plant. Mister. And finally, okay, let's see here. Not yet researched. Oh, a research center. Oh, that's wonderful. Actually, those could be useful as new spawning centers, so I'll keep that in mind. So, yeah. Alright, so now let's go to here. Okay, so 73 to 78. Humidity, 60 to 80. Alright, that'll do there. 79 to 88. Humidity, 80 to 90. Okay, you need 77 to 86. 80 to 90. Alright, there we go. Now we can begin. So starting off here, we gotta create some kind of garden beds of sorts. So let's get rid of all the filters. And now let's find some garden beds. Azalea. Classic planter. Need something bigger. Mulch patches. Actually, this isn't too bad of an idea. That actually doesn't look too bad. We just gotta get some railing down there, and that'll look good. Okay, it's actually not too bad. Okay, so let's see here. Let's alter this a little bit. Customize. None. 2D facade. 3D facade. Yeah, let's just do that for all of these. And close that off too. In fact, close them all off. Let's make this a 3D facade. This one a 3D facade. Yeah, looks pretty good. Let's repeat the same with these other ones. 3D facade here. Actually, Marasmus has to make it look like it's on some kind of budget, so let's make this a 2D facade. Make that a 3D facade. Make that a 2D facade. Same here. At least make this one a 2D facade. Okay, so now that looks pretty good. Let's just fix these onions. Now let's just see here. And again, it's not going to just consist of these exhibits. There's also going to be like an extension here that'll house like the crocodile, like saltwater crocodile home and such. Although it will also extend outwards into here. Or maybe it should be on the other side here. This will work too. Okay, wait a minute. What the hell? Okay, there we go. Again, this is a lot more work than you might expect, and this in here is a proof of that. Like, it's what, already 9 o'clock? So again, expect me to work on a lot of this off-screen as well. Again, I feel like, and again, we're going to be handling the main portions of this first before the finer details. So I think first we'll, or actually I'm thinking we should have the West Indian manatee here, and the saltwater crocodile here. That sounds a little better, yeah. So now let's just begin. Like this will be, there'll be indoor and outdoor portion. So like this would be the outdoor portion. So this would go over it, and the indoor portion would be in here during the colder months. So then again, this is New Mexico. Hold on. That's odd. Yeah, they would at least need some kind of. So, in that case, let's just... Alright, let's begin. So, saltwater crocodiles. They're going to need a space, like the average is going to need at least 210 meters plus... Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a big one. Yeah, no, we need him. Yeah, I'm just going with one with visible barrier. What is it? Ah, no. Here we are. So I'm just going to lift that up. So let's see here. Actually, do we have like the glass and such? Glass house wall, glass. Yeah, that I can make this work then. Let's go here. The height. Height snap. No. Where's the height at? Height mode. You know what? I could just do this. Okay, that looks decent. So, let's just add in one more here. Any other animals that would need to be in the tropical forest exhibitor? No. Not to my knowledge, no. Okay. this looks decent enough. There we go. Let's go with that for now. Okay, so let's see here. Climbable, not watertight, watertight. Okay, so now let's see here. Chain link. Yeah, seems about right. So I'm actually going to quickly. Yeah, let's go with that. Also, let's go to check here real quick. Not really. Okay. Okay, game, controls, settings, economy settings, animal settings. Barrier dilapidation, power everything. Also, wait a minute. The place is supposed to be closed right now. There we go. So yeah, I'm just gonna add in a big chunk of water here. So like pyro sharks can just hop in and make things a living hell. So let's just add in, again, just check the construction real quick. Yeah, okay, so now, okay, so let's go to climbable, not watertight, steel mesh. Chain link will do just fine by this point. Actually, I need to make sure this is so opaque. Yeah, no. So let's go to here. Let's add in some more barrier length. $20, $36. I love this episode. I'm not Actually, I don't think they need that much. Yeah, it's 9:15. Like, I want to try and get at least this saltwater crocodile stuff done by the end of the stream. So let's see here. We're going to need to just get that there. Feet. Let's lower it to about 16. No, maybe 10 feet. Too short. 16 feet will do. There we go. Again, I will use some of the normal barriers in this, but this will have to be the exception to that rule. Chain link. Let's go to here. No, chain link. That's better. Actually, wait a minute. We got to quickly first. Another reason, actually, why I decided to reschedule just to more Plant Zoo instead of, like, say, Skylines for the first time or whatever is because I still need to research how those games work and such. I do want to do, like, a first try stream, but then after that I want to create Paw Paw Town. So, yeah. That's why. Okay, let's just maybe try this. What? No, let's try this again. What the hell? Okay, let's try that again. Now. Yeah, it looks good. Actually, wait, what am I thinking? I want to try and create something where you can see them underwater. Then again, Marasmus. Actually, no, let's try and find something that would actually look good here. Gold path? No. Wood path, wooden path, wooden beach board path. There we go. That'll do. Okay, so now let's just paste that back into place. Again, this will be a haven for pyro sharks. So now... Okay, let's just get that. Hopefully this will be big enough. Because God knows I am not making it any bigger than this. Alright, there we go. Now let's just move this out. Oh, whoa. go. Actually, this is probably a bad idea. Yeah, I think it seems to be all. Yeah, let's just make this all chain link. Just so... Yeah, it looks pretty good. Alright, now let's put some... Alright, now let's just see how big this would get, how big this would be. Oh, of course, gotta put in a boundary, a barrier here. So I'll just put it right... Right... Okay, let's just see here. Let's go with this. For now, that looks decent enough. Now let's see what we got here. This should be more than big enough. Oh, yes. Wait a minute. That's meters. Can we swap that out or something? Okay, so first of all, let's just, water area. Let's go to that real quick. Mark go right. And, wait a minute. I need to get some more pathways, so, let's get some flattening done here. No, smoothing, actually. Let's try this. That looks a little better. Let's just get some of that going on. Can I convert this into metric real quick so I can figure out... Okay, interface game. Text size. Ah, here we are. Feet, meters. This should give me a better idea. This is, wow. Yeah, that is more than big enough for some salties. Because I look at the wiki and it's listed in meters. I would look at the Zoopedia, but I don't want to risk my game crashing or anything like that, because that usually is a common cause of game crashes with mods installed. There we go. Let's try some of that. How is this all obstructed? I'm not using any watertight fences. Hold on, if I were to do this... You're joking, right? How is that fine? But this is all obstructed. How? How? Oh, let me take a wild guess. Wait, hold on. How? What? This doesn't make any sense. Let's try that. Alright, let's try this now. Is it because there's paths in the way? Yeah, hold on. Yeah, yep, that's the case. There we go. Now with that out of the way. Oh god, alright. Nope, there we go. Yeah, and this could be safe for educational events too and such, such as feeding saltwater crocodiles. Yeah, there we go. That looks nice. That should be more than enough. Yep. Alright. Although, unlike in, say, the map, unlike the TF2 map, what was it called? Oh yeah, unlike the TF2 map, Mercenary Park, in this you have to, like, the crocodiles won't insta-kill you in the water. It's just that you have to not touch them. So yeah, let's now go to here. I am not touching that. Ah, here we are. Oh, thank God the game didn't crash. And this bedding platform can be where mercenaries can jump up to here, up to there. Yes, so let's try and get that on there. That looks good. Okay, so now here. Also, it's because something I'm especially worried about crashes is because the more mods you have, it seems that Plant Zoo takes the longer to start off the more mods you put into the game. Which is understandable, but still. Quantity, no suitable species. just to be safe, I think I'll go for a small food tray here. And a small water ball here. Now for the enrichment items. Mud bath, block of frozen fish, large ball, sprinkler, restraint feeder, scented prey snack. That looks good. Actually, I think I got a better idea. Right there. Yeah. Water jet rock. Something that would fit well enough into here. A mud bath. Oh, there we go. Advance, move, and rotate. Let's just see what we can do here with this. Not a whole lot of options, huh? Okay, then. Restraint feeder. It doesn't fit well enough. Large ball. Sure, why not? Got the ball back! I love my ball! And underwater fish feeder, of course. I'll probably put like a camera, underwater camera in there, and then put like a little something for visitors to see the animals through. Yeah, that'll work. And that's a temporary placeholder. I'll actually replace the, Actually, I'll go quickly with some... Yeah, this will work just fine. So now let's go to the animal tray and get some salties. Actually, they probably need... I'll handle the aquatic preferences when the time comes. So, saltwater crocodile. Alright, we'll first send them to the... We'll just send them to... No, path to... Oh, right, of course. I almost forgot about that. What the hell am I doing? Just go to find the grid. Alright. Send her right here. And also, let's just take a look here. Erasmus also rescues some crocodilians from private zoos. They have otherwise abused them. There we go. Now, let's get some keepers in to bring them over. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then the rest of the staff. Security. Of course, none of them will be present when the turf wars are going on. Again, stuff like the veterinarian surgery and such, I can turn those into like extra spawn points, which I probably should now I think about it. Okay, educators, sure, why not? 2 of them, make that 3. Mechanics. Yeah, that should be good for now. So I think I'll add a vet surgery, probably around. Guess people are going to start coming in any moment now. Oh wait, no, not yet, because of course. Okay, what's it? 9:37? Yeah. I'm gonna just add in some temporary areas that will become the, you know. Okay, I'll put some temporary holding facility. Again, it might not be for... This whole thing is probably not going to be finished for a whole nother year. So, yeah, quarantine. So the quarantine, that would have to... I think we'll put a large quarantine, or small quarantine, rather, it's a spawn here after the point's captured. Okay, evil snap. Right there. Okay, those will be sort of like the one only areas. Let's see how the animals themselves are doing. Where's a boom sling? Should be at least one. Humidity is too high. Oh, 40-60. I can fix that. They're going all the way around for this, huh? Alright then. Also, for now, I want to get rid of ammo escapes, so I'm just going to do that for now, and I'll bring that back once the zoo is in full force. So let's see here. Settings, sandbox, ammo settings, no, game, economy settings, game, no, economy, cash, animals, social animal fights. Okay, let's get rid of that for now. Just so we can handle the crocodilians for the time being. Alright, let's see here. So, we need more rocks, okay. Alright, deep water. Only swim underwater if a minimum amount more than 3 meters of water. Well, wait a minute. Should be more than enough of that. Let's see here. Feeder, not deep enough. Okay then. We're going to fix that really fast. Okay, that's just lovely. Okay, let's get the rock. Let's get some... Okay, let's get some grass here just in case. Okay, grass, firstly. Okay, so terrain. It's inappropriate for this animal. Okay, rock, sand. Okay, let's get some sand in here. Okay, there was too much sand, of course. So let's go for some grass first. There we go. Actually, for a more realistic take, let's go for grass surrounding the entire place. There we go. Okay, now for some rocks. Again, like this entire thing's probably going to be similar to Paw Town's Wildlife Preserve. This project's probably going to take about like a year to complete. So this won't be done until like mid 2026. Some rock area here. Some more rock beneath. Oh. Okay, not enough soil. Let's just fix some of that. Alright, there we go. That looks good there. Environment, coverage. Let's get some trees in here just to make it look nice. So, North America. I fail to see how that would cause much of an issue, but okay. North America. Let's make them desert plants and make them realistic. Let's also add Oceania into the mix too, and Asia. Find something that'll work best for everybody. Donut palm. This could be passed off as some other generic kind of grass. But Oceania. But this is from Oceania. Oh, that's why. Hold on, is there a way I can turn that off too? Because that should not be natural. Okay. Okay. Cleanliness, terrain need, plant need. There we go. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's so much better. Now I won't have to worry about that. So let's just get rid of these two. Let's get some desert plants here. It's a little too big. There we go. Not in the same environment as the animal. You know what? Screw. You know what? I got a better idea. Let's also disable something else. Terrain needs. Not from same continent as the animal, I don't care. Not from same environment as the animal, I really don't care. As long as it's... Yeah, that should do the trick fine. So let's just get a few more of those. Hold on a second, where's the saguaro found? I believe part of New Mexico too, right? Oh no, only Arizona and Mexico. Huh, that sucks. Okay. Creosote bush. There we go. That looks good. Now I gotta quickly, unfortunately, take out the water. To where we now have floating crocodiles. Very sad, I know. Just to satisfy this damn feeder. Okay, let's go to terrain. Let's go to terrain stamp tool. Make that bigger. You have a wider width. Height. There we go. Actually, no, let's jump. There we go, that'll get rid of that. Now we just need to get some terrain smoothing here. What? No, that's not what I'm looking for. Terrain smoothing. Now let's try it. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot now. Oh, now I'm looking for. That's better. There we go. What the? Okay. Now let's try this. Is it good enough for them to go underneath? Oh, a second. Keeper. Buddy, you. You. Yeah, I need you to move over here. You need to go into here. Get in here. Jesus Christ. Okay, guess we can't use this then. Still, it's nice to see them probably go underwater at some point. Right? They're gonna submerge. Yes, they are. Nice. Now let's finally get a camera in there. Okay, let's go to security. Now go to cameras. Mounted. Wait a second. Let's see here for a second. Camera. Okay, it's 950, so let's just see here. Wall mounted post. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, now you can probably see. I think. Hold on a second. Actually, that's not what I'm looking for. It's one of these. Habitat web camera. Right. Okay, right. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. There could be like a display monitor in here later on. Yeah. So I think that looks pretty good so far. So yeah, Pyro Sharks could just hop in here. And yes, I would allow like engineers to put in dispensers and teleporters and such. However, I do think a neat idea would be that like the saltwater crocodiles could also destroy buildings. Like the engineers' buildings, as well as other animals could also do that too if they so desired. So engineers won't be completely broken on this map. So yeah, for example, you could be like an engineer. Here, you could just be like an engineer, hop into like the crocodile pen, or how do I do this? Okay, let's see here. Where's the camera option at? Where is... Ah, here we are. Free look mode, explore mode. So you could go down to here. It's like, you're engineer. You're getting your ass chased away by the enemy team. And then you decide to just jump it right on in. So you decide to jump right on in. Where is the barriers? Okay. You decide to jump right on in. You decide to jump on right on in. And then you just, like, yeah, as long as you dodge the crocodiles, as long as they don't attack you, you can then be like, build an ascent. You can, like, build your teleporter, then get right on out of there. There are plenty of underwater maps where you can already do these building things, so that'd be a cool feature. I just feel like to balance it out, you could have, like, these stage hazards, like, these map hazards, like the salties right here, they could just, like, accidentally destroy a building or something if you're not careful. Like, you could do it randomly, so, like, engineers aren't completely broken on this map. Yeah. So yeah, it's 9:53. I think that's it for now. I'm going to just wrap up the stream by probably placing a few more buildings around here that'll act as extra spawn points. So okay, so research center, that can act as another spawn point, so we'll just place that right here. We'll place it one right here, and then we could also have again, I'll decorate these later to look more like that off stream and such. Again, this is more of a side project for me while Combathon continues. So it might be a long while before this is finally done. So now, quarantine, staff room, trade center, workshop. Okay, workshop. See, I think we'll get the workshop right here. Right here, yeah. So, like, if... This could be, like... This could be for the, So, depending on which... The blue or red team could come out here, depending on who's got the spawn right there. Same goes for here. I'm going to need to find a way for engineers to get out, though, so I think for, like, glasses aren't very good jumpers for them to get out. I would have them get, like, some kind of... Okay, let's see, let's go to rocks, like, desert rock, and something very big. Like so. And to add on to that, we'll just get like another rock right here. There we go, yeah. Yeah, so like any class could just jump up back on there. Although this does look a little unnatural. Actually, that doesn't look right. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Alright, let's just place that right there. That'll do. So so this is the Zany Zoo. So far it's 9:58, so I think I'll end it out here. Thank you all so much for watching. Next weekend will be Shrek Super Slam for the Nintendo GameCube. I expect, like, Zany Zoo streams to perhaps become a regular thing if you all want that. But I don't plan for there are not going to be any for September, because that's going to have a very different theme to them. So I'm going to simply... So yeah, we got our salties in here, as well as the basis for our rainforest house. I'm going to continue working on this off screen, and so on. Like I said, I'm going to continue working this off stream, and that'll be it for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and goodbye, everybody. Again, tomorrow I'll have an update video tomorrow, like I said on social media beforehand. Goodbye, everybody.